Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Alex, and we got some huge news about Marvel Future Revolution thanks to this deep dive live stream featuring Danny Koo, Agent M, Ryan Panagos, and Joe Lee of Netmarble. This is really big. You've probably already seen me tweet about this, but I actually combed through the video and there's even more to share with you guys. So I'm actually very excited about this, and this was actually one of the things that I was actually unexcited about, and it was actually bringing down my excitement for this game overall the last month. And I'll make a separate video on that later today, where I discuss like why I took a break from the game and took a break from YouTube here on this channel. But this is basically the nitrous fuel in my bloodstream that I needed to maybe start taking this game really seriously again, because there's some really exciting stuff that Joe, Ryan, and Danny drop here, and so I want to share it with you guys and go over with it. So I'm gonna start playing this.
One of the reveals from our
basically, they're just they've talked about the game in general, but they're gonna reveal some new content, very early clues, but also a brand new character. So basically, Ryan in this point is leading up to asking Joe and Danny about new content.
And one of the things that is really cool, content, more content. So
more content.
Content updates.
Here we go.
At the top of the show.
Check this out.
I feel like
this is so sick.
That. Joe, is there anything you can tease?
What can you tease?
In fact, I do.
Thanos copter.
Launch is just the beginning, right?
Right.
And the content for the future is only to grow.
Yep.
And
they have a bunch of new events
this game as well, because what we have and what we will have on the screen right now. Can we put it up on the screen?
Check this out. Boom!
Ooh.
Right. Well,
Thanos.
I mean, if you think of
looking
Marvel bad boy, then there are
looking
like
very
names,
different.
Right? So several big names, but then there are most of the time.
Okay, let me pause this real quick. So Thanos looks sort of Egyptian, sort of, I don't know what to call it. He looks like Apocalypse a little bit. He's got the glowing on the neck. He's got these little marks, or maybe it's a language on sort of the shoulder, on the epaulets sort of thing. This doesn't look like our usual Thanos. He's got a completely different helmet, and you can actually see corpses behind him. If I hide my camera, you can see the corpse of someone on the right and on the left. So whether this is Thanos as a new character, or whether this is Thanos as a new event, a new boss, a new zone, there's so many different ways this can go. I really hesitate to say character, because until now, as of now, there are 0 villains in the game, and that may just be the game's purpose, right? The game's maybe just to focus on the heroes and not the villains as playable characters. I know that makes some people upset or whatever, but it's just the style of the game, and I'm fine with that, right? Not every game needs to always feature heroes and villains. It'd be really cool to have a Marvel game that just features villains, right? For example. But anyways, this is really cool. And so listen to what Joe says here about this Thanos teaser.
It could be Thanos.
Right?
And we already have Thanos playing a big role in our storyline.
Yep, he comes in Xander.
He may be up to something epic.
Something epic.
Something even more. Something for invading.
Something for invading.
A game or something, right? So I think it's
invading the game. And actually, I just noticed I wasn't really looking down at Thanos, but his suit is red. Like, it's below this shoulder chest situation, it's red. Thanos never wears red, bro. What is going on here? So again, I don't want to speculate too much. This is just really cool, but he uses the word invasion. He uses the word epic. So perhaps, if you take it very literally, it could be some sort of new game mode called Invasion, or it could be like an epic. There could be epic invasion, right? Or it could just be an existing game mode, like maybe they're going to add a new Blitz that's level 110 or 120. That's even harder than Maestro. Maybe there's going to be a new raid, right? We don't know. There's so many different ways. Maybe he's going to invade the Dark Zone. Like, there's so many different things they could do on the existing content, as well as adding new content. But it's really good that they're already teasing new content, because that's definitely what this game needs. And it's one of the reasons why I think some people will gravitate or gravitate from, like, to this game or away from the game, is the consistency with which content and characters are added.
Invasion
So this is a really cool,
It's
very,
coming to our
very cool
game
teaser.
as soon as within
September. So that's the other thing. Joe drops the time for this, September. So we're only a week away. We're 5 days away from September as of the recording of this video. It could be dropping in 5 days. It could drop September 1st. It could drop September 30th. So we're about a month at most away from this content, which is for new players, for you guys that are new, this is huge because you're not even going to notice the month fly by. I don't even remember my first month playing Marvel Future Revolution. It was a blur. So you're just going to be head down grinding, and then you're going to look up and be like, oh, Thanos is here in some way, as a character, as a boss, as a villain, as a game mode, whatever. So it's going to be dope. But that's not all. That's not even why I was originally going to make this video.
Epic Invasion.
So
Thanos,
Epic Invasion, they drop it again.
And that image of Thanos is really cool. There's a lot of little details that I think people can check out and pour over and get excited.
Very
September.
well said. Yeah.
But
September.
You know, that's amazing. Love
it. That's awesome. But there's
I'm
more.
obviously wearing a Thanos T-shirt.
Thanos copter.
Can you give us one more? Danny, can help me out here. Pull one more.
What are we getting? What do we get? You guys probably already know.
Joe, why don't you show something like super new?
Super new.
Like out there. Like
something we've never seen before.
I can't believe you guys are doing this. I mean, the game just launched.
Joe does a good job of acting here to sort of build up the hype. It's pretty funny.
Let's do it that way.
All right, here we go.
All right.
How about
Let's do it. Joe gives the okay. Let's see it. Bang! Magik. Brand new character. Gorgeous character model. Top to bottom. Shabing, shabang, shaboom. This is one of the coolest reveals and one of the most gorgeous character models in any game I've ever seen. I'm not even just talking about mobile games. I'm talking about games in general. This could be a character model in a Dark Souls game. This could be a character model in some new PS5 game. The level of detail here, guys, is absolutely bananas. Now, I know what your phone is going to output is never going to look exactly the same, but yeah, this looks like the in-game engine. So this is pretty crazy. And Magik is such a cool character. The details on her outfit are just bonkers. You know, as a fan of Magik, you're probably losing your mind right now. The spikes on the shoulder pad, right? The fact that she's got the one off, right? One shoulder is stacked, the other one's not. She's got that amazing soul sword just waiting to get whipped out. And she's so cool. And they go on to talk about this. I'm going to talk over them. They're obviously so excited, and they recognize that we've been asking for who's the next character, so they're already dropping the teaser for the next new character. I don't believe they give us a timeline for this new character to come out, but I would guess it's going to come out within a month.
Be a playable character for a game, right?
Maybe a month and a half. They're not going to tease a character 2, 3, 4 months out. 4 months out would be next year, right? They're not going to do that. That would just lead to a lot of dead hype and then negative backlash from the reaction, right? You never want to tease something too early. It never ends up panning out. Look at Cyberpunk, look at Among Us, like all these games, whenever you announce something 6 months in advance, 3 months in advance, it doesn't pay off.
Of course, we're
so
saving that for later on.
They're saving that for later on, of course.
Like this kind of, like.
But they are planning. I mean, we knew that they were planning to add more characters, right? This was never just going to be an 8-character game. They had always promised more characters from the beginning. But now that we see the very first new character, the 9th character, it's so exciting. And Magik is actually such an interesting character for this. She's definitely not anyone's first guess, right? I think people's first guesses were characters like Thor, characters like Hulk, characters that are very marquee, very well known, and probably already in the game. People had sort of data mined or actually seen the NPCs for Falcon and Scarlet Witch, right? So people were probably guessing somewhere in that realm, but no, it's Magik from another realm altogether. So the really, really cool thing here is she's going to bring in the X-Men fans, right? But just the general RPG fans are going to love a character like Magik, because as we look at the other 8 characters, we see that they're so well represented, right? Captain America, he's this big tank, he's in there punching, right? Spider-Man, he's dodging, right? He's very agile, the agile feel, he's webbing. So Magik, we know she's gonna play in the game the way she looks and feels in the comics and to a lesser extent in the movie, right? She teleports, right? She's got the interdimensional travel with Limbo. She's got the Hellhound, the demon dogs. She summons these dogs, right? She's got this massive soul sword. She's so powerful and so cool. She's like a physical magic version of Doctor Strange on steroids. It's gonna be so sick to just be slashing someone with this massive sword and then to just jump back and cast some magic and just butcher them with some AoE spells and, you know, some really, really cool stuff. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be really, really cool. I'm very, very excited, and the fact that they're starting off with a kind of unknown character like Magik really does get me hyped that they're gonna add a lot of characters and that they're going to be adding characters frequently. That's really my other kind of gripe about the game is I'm not really sure if I can hold my hype if a character is going to be released every 2 months, right? Like 6 characters a year may not be enough to really keep me engaged unless the end game content does expand and change, because right now the end game content does get a little bit dry after just hardcore grinding for a month straight. Maybe I shouldn't just hardcore grind, but this is a conversation for another video. So anyways, let me know what you think. Magik, brand new character, when? Hopefully soon, hopefully within the month. And then Thanos, some sort of Thanos thing, invasion, epic invasion, some sort of Thanos event is coming to the game within a month. Very, very exciting stuff. I'm bummed out that I didn't watch this live. I was busy and it was late and I was sleepy. But I'm really glad that I went back and watched it now. Huge shout out, major kudos to Joe Lee, Ryan Panagos, and Danny Koo for doing an absolutely amazing job as always. And yeah, this game has a very bright future ahead of it if we keep getting releases and sneak peeks and teasers like this. So hit me up in the comments down below, smash the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.